Every civilization has a destiny, and ours is already written. With this sharp and unsettling statement, Oswald Spengler shook the very foundations of European culture in the aftermath of World War I. At a time when people still believed in the dream of progress, Spengler had the audacity to say that the dream was already over, that the West was slowly burning out, like a candle reaching the end of its wick. To some, he was a deep and brilliant thinker. To others, a prophet of doom. But one thing is certain. His ideas left no one indifferent. His most famous work, The Decline of the West, is the one that cemented his name across Europe and beyond. It's the starting point for understanding his radical and surprisingly, still relevant vision of the modern world. Published between 1918 and 1922, the book is much more than a piece of historical philosophy. It's a map of the future, drawn with eyes fixed on the past. Spengler saw civilizations as living organisms. They are born, they grow, they age, and eventually they die. And in his view, ours, the Western civilization, was already entering its final phase. A clear and merciless diagnosis that still forces one to ask, is it already too late to change course? If the West is truly in decline, does it make sense to keep defending values that have lost their meaning? Or is there still a way forward, something more genuine, more deeply rooted? Spengler wasn't a historian in the traditional sense. He didn't try to reconstruct events, but rather to grasp their deeper meaning. To him, every civilization is a macroorganism that follows a precise life cycle: birth, growth, decline, and death. This process can't be stopped or reversed. It's like the life of a tree or a human being. It might be slowed down, but never turned around. In Spengler's view, the West, shaped by what he called Faustian civilization, had already entered its old age. The West, he argued, is the civilization of Faust because it embodies the spirit of a man who longs to transcend all limits, to know and possess everything, just like Goethe's Faust, who sells his soul in exchange for unlimited knowledge and power. It's a civilization built on technology, expansion, and science that pushes endlessly forward. But that drive comes at a cost. Eventually, the sense of boundaries disappears, and what once was a powerful forward thrust turns into chaos. That's when civilization enters its final phase, a time of material abundance and spiritual emptiness. The great cities, for Spengler, become the diseased heart of the West. In the metropolis, he wrote, souls are deaf and blind. Berlin, Paris, London, they no longer reflect a people's vitality, but its exhaustion. It's within this bleak context that Spengler releases his work at a dramatic historical moment. The end of World War I. He chooses to remain independent, deeply conservative, but not aligned with any political party.